So I do me personally. I don't compare our struggle to Hispanics. I don't compare them to the Asians. I don't compare them to nothing because nobody has endured what our people have endured, and that's a fact. You know what I mean?
And that's why.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. I feel you though, and that's what I'm saying though, man. And I wasn't necessarily comparing. I think our struggle to those other people when I was saying that. Though.
Oh no, yeah.
No. But I was saying though, man, is that I look at those races though, right? Those other races of people, and watch how they have that level. Now, they have discord amongst those races. I mean, we see that. But at the same time, though, when you go to an Asian store, like you go to a house right now, a ramen house, or a house that sell pho, right? Them noodles and everything, right? What does that restaurant look like? What's the demographic of that restaurant look like to you?
Right.
Everybody in there that owns it, that works in there, that everybody that's patronizing it are all of the Asian community. They're helping that community. They're taking care of that community. Now, if I am a small business owner and I go open it in my community, will I get supported? Will I be supported?
Right.
Will my community support me? Will my community be there? Or will they want to hook up? Will they want to deal? Or will they mess me over? Will my community be there for me? Because those other people are there for their community because they're appreciating the fact that they are there to provide a service. Once we see the value in one another, I say this all the time, we will stop devaluing one another. But we have to stop. We have to stop it, man. Again, some of it comes from a lot of music that a lot of youngsters listen to. Even when we listen to it, man. When you were listening to the mixes talking about women in a derogatory way, and we were listening to stuff talking about men in a derogatory way in the streets, we didn't see no happy and harmonious love. We didn't see all that. And in a good mood, we ready to fight something. We listen to a fight song, we ready to get crunk. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like we were taking in that stuff, though, man. So we still getting messed around and programmed again with that mind. And you put that mindset to where if I'm hood, I'm hard, that's all I am. And that's like one of the comments that I was that Miss Christie wrote earlier, man. Let me read this one real quick before I forget about it. And that goes all around what we were talking about, too, though, man. She was saying, as you begin to understand the fixed and the growth mindsets, you will see exactly how one thing leads to another. How a belief that your qualities are carved in stone leads to a host of thoughts and actions, and how a belief that your qualities can be cultivated leads to a host of different thoughts and action, taking you down an entirely different road. You did,
right?
So you start questioning what you know,
right? For real. And when you look at the cultural differences, what another thing that's going on in our neighborhoods, bro, is that every other race or a group of people, they have something that's different from the other.
Yeah.
You hear me? They have something that's different, and this is what makes it a look. This is why people are attracted to it. It's different, but because as African Americans, man, we are still living on a plantation. We don't have that. We don't bring anything new. Like if we started a chain, if the black nation started a chain of restaurants, like what would the theme be? You know what I mean? What would the theme be? What would they have that's going to be so different? Like the Koreans, the Japanese people. What would they have that would be different? What food would they have?
Leftover fish and biscuit sandwiches.
You see what I'm saying?
That's my new menu, man. I'm gonna do something different. I'm leftover fish and biscuit. How that sound?
Right. The culture is different, man. The culture is different.
Fish and biscuit. Don't they got a good ring to it, though, man? Day old fish and biscuit restaurant. Come get your day old fish and biscuit. We gonna warm it up in the oven. I'm just joking.
Yep.
But yeah, you're right, though, man. It has to be something different, though, man. You have to be able to offer something, though, to the people. But also, though, man, the people got to support it, man. We got to support it. There was a picture that one of your guys I'm affiliated with on social media had posted up there. It was a big old rhino, I believe, what it was. And it was showing like, I think it was like black capitalism or something, like the black consumer. And it showed the black consumer, and then it showed all the little bitty animals feeding off of the black consumer, all the other communities, the white community, the Asian communities, everybody. And then black business was a little runt right in the back of the picture and wasn't growing and didn't get a chance to eat off of the black consumer. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So everybody is eating off the black consumer except for the black businesses like they're supposed to, because as soon as we try to put a business out there, that's a scam. Oh, you got to hustle. Or that's a this, that's a that. But let somebody else doing the same thing that look a different way, giving you the same stuff, maybe subpar service for a whole more expensive price, and you'll take that and run with it. versus somebody that really truly want to help you and give you what they try to do. But you mess with them and you look for a hookup, or you expecting them to jump through hoops, or somebody else may not call you back for a whole week. Or you mad because they didn't call you back in an hour. Again, looking for a reason to not deal with one another. See, that's why I don't deal with black folk right there. See, that's why I don't do it right there. That's why I don't do big right there. Make an excuse for not dealing with one another. And then the sad part about it, you'll have some people that will co-sign that move. Rather than saying, go to that brother, sister, and say, you know what could you have done better in your business? Now, bad business is bad business. I don't encourage people to go just steady deal with somebody that's giving you bad business. You have the right to spend what you want to spend. But I'm simply saying that support the business best you can. If the business not supporting you the way it's supposed to, then guess what? Go to that business owner and say, hey, you know what? There's ways you can be doing these things better and gaining more customers if you care about my opinion. Now, if you don't care about my opinion, you don't care about customers, you don't care about my money, no problem. Your business won't do well. You got to care about people in the community, because I want our community to care about our community. We have to care about us, man. We sit around and talk about all the hell that we catch out here in the world, right? From all these other races and everybody else all the time. Why the hell we got to give each other hell? Don't we need to give ourselves a break when we together, when we around each other?
Right. But see, you're right, bro. And it's ironic that you said it, because it's designed to be like that. That's by all of that's by design. All of it. It's designed to keep us bumping heads with each other. Because we can't buy off into a system that was established while we was on the plantation. You can't buy that because it's not for sale. But they own it and they run it. They have all control and power over it. So it's hard. It's going to be extremely hard for us as a people to be unified and make power moves like that, because they are not going to allow us to be in power like that. The system, because it's not designed like that. This is a capitalist society. They have the whole thing monopolized, and this is what the problem is. All we gotta do is go back to Black Wall Street. Go back to the Black Wall Street. From how it started, and look how it ended. And then in the end, there was a lot of promises, but a lot of those promises, they wasn't met. Everything stayed exactly like it was. They didn't go back and rebuild. You know, and we have to start looking at these things for what it is, because the school systems, they are not educating them, they're indoctrinating them. And this stuff is proven. Like it's not educating them. I mean, like I say, you can go to colleges, some of the most prestigious colleges in this country. Harvard, West Point. You know what I mean? And they getting degrees in business, finance, and some of the highest degrees that you can get. But yet, we this country's deficit is right at $26 trillion. You know what I mean? So somebody can't count. You know what I mean? Somebody can't count, bro. You see what I mean, though? You know what I mean? So when we talking about that mindset, it's the intent behind everything. How do you give out a degree and say they have clearance to the White House off in the economics and banking and financial institutions, but yet, and these same people they in Treasury? They in positions to make all decisions. This country is $26 trillion in debt. So we have to think about.
Why would you listen to them, right? So why would you listen to these people that's making these decisions? So you ripe to plot your own path, right? So why would you listen to somebody else? I mean, if you already handling money in a bad way, I'm sorry, too much financial advice I'm not really to take from you. You dig what I'm saying? Because you hadn't put yourself in a good position to tell me anything, man. You know, so it's so I'm just saying though, man, you can't do it. Christy Bitches say I'm on it tonight. We on it tonight. She said we're doing a great job, man. Hey, she made another question also. She said, lead by example. Think about the role you play in creating a growth mindset culture. Are you leading by example? And she also said, when education creates a growth mindset classrooms, equality happens. See, but most of the time, though, the education system is not, as you say, the system ain't designed to teach you the growth mindset. No. What education and school teaches you is how to go get a job. J-O-B. And what does job stand for? Just over broke. Because what are most people that have a job right now? just over broke because they're in a fixed mindset, right, rather than a growth mindset. See, when you get out and grow and start doing some other things, you can grow because when you have a salary, you limited to whatever they pay you. You can't take off when you want to. You can't come when you want to. You can't do none of that stuff, man, when you want to. The reason why, because they got you. And you so scared to do it because you got these finances and these bills. And you talked about earlier, this level of success that you got to keep. You got to keep feeding. You got to keep feeding. Exactly. So guess what? I got to swallow spit. I got to take it. I don't want to take it. And then we come home and unload on our loved ones. Because we just can't tell this to these people that's paying us. These are people that's writing our checks. We can't go off on them. We wouldn't have no lights, no water, no gas. We got to take this. And then we just unload on the people that will love us, whether we got 5 cents or $5 million.
Right?
But we'll unload on them.
Exactly. It all depends on how that person defines success. It all depends on that, man. Because it's so much going. Exactly, it's so much going on with the educational system that it's really sad. It's almost like a robbery, bro. You know, you paying for a degree that people can't even use. It's like a robbery.
A lot of ways it is to a lot of people.
It is. It's like robbery, bro. It's robbery. You know, we get degrees that you can't even. They don't even use. You know,
so
they don't even use.
But so who pushes the education agenda, though, right? Okay, who pushes? Okay, you know what? You need to get a higher education. You need to get this. Okay, for what? Because most of the time, though, when people push that agenda, most of the people that they're pushing upon never ask the question, well, why? Why are you pushing me to this? Because most of the time, man, people are going to school for other people. They're living other people's life, and then you get to be 25, 26 and realize all you learned was a lie. Because most of the professors, they only make X amount of dollars. So they're not going to tell you about this, that, and the third. All they know pretty much is what the classroom environment. They're always teaching. They're not out there really living real life, so they can't really give you real life principles. They can only give you this education and this system and this syllabus, if you will. They're just giving you this, indoctrinating you more. To be a consumer, to just kind of go through the motion, and you wonder why so many people are upset and angry, because once the truth start coming out on some things that you were told to believe or some things you were told to be true or whatever, now you are upset because those same people that said they loved you push you off to these people that don't love you, just want to further indoctrinate you and make you more of a consumer. The same reason why they give you a credit card when they know you ain't got no job. What are you going to give you a credit card for? But not one credit counselor is out there, my brother. Not one person telling you how to manage credit is out there, my brother. I've called colleges and places like that to try to get in on credit education. They don't call me back. They don't need that. They don't need you educated on this process. They need you paying this interest rate, because that's how we pay that debt down. You talking about that debt they have? That's how we pay this down, by you being a consumer, by you spending, by you putting yourself in debt. So you're going to need this job. You're going to need this individual. You're going to need this harassment. You're going to need everything you got to deal with, because guess what? You are in a situation where you got no choice. And that's sometimes what these jobs. I'm not knocking jobs, but I'm just saying you put yourself in a situation.
Right. I agree with you, bro. And then and just a brief history, from 1865 to 1877. Because I'm gonna show where it started at. Because during the time when our people, bro, was in slavery, and this all of this is dealing with the mind. When our people was in slavery, everybody had jobs. The kids and everybody. If the man was did roofs on the house, that's what the son was going to end up doing. The little girls had jobs. Everybody had a job.
Yeah.
When they got emancipated, they had something to do. In 1865, bro, when they emancipated them, our ancestors had all the skills in every trade. In every trade, they were been considered like master craftsmen.
Yes, sir.
Because they've been doing it, bro. They've been doing it free for the last 450 years. Think about this. I want y'all to think about this. From 1865 to 1877, in the South alone, they accumulated over 16 million acres of land. And this is what sparked the Great Compromise. And the Great Compromise was designed to put black people back on the plantation, because they was in a position to where they couldn't compete. They've been working in the fields and building everything this country has standing right to this day, pretty much. They didn't have no competition. They was in the class by themselves. And this is how the American education